Hello, and welcome back to Speak English with Confidence. I'm Smith.
And I'm Aina. And today's episode is one I've been really excited about because we're talking about something that affects almost every working professional who speaks English as a second language.
That's right, we're talking about office English, the kind of English you actually need at your job. Not the textbook English you learned in school, but the real, natural language of the workplace.
That's right. We're talking about office English, the kind of English you actually need at your job. Not the textbook English you learned in school, but the real, natural language of the workplace.
Exactly. So today, Aina and I are going to walk you through the most common office conversations, meetings, emails, presentations, small talk, disagreements, and give you the exact phrases you need to handle each one with total confidence.
We'll also role-play real scenarios so you can hear how these conversations actually flow. Stay with us. This one is packed.
Let's start with something that sounds simple but trips up so many people. Small talk. You know, those short conversations before a meeting starts, or in the break room, or when you bump into a colleague in the hallway.
And in a professional environment, small talk is actually really important. It builds relationships, it makes you seem approachable and friendly. But if you're not confident in English, those moments can feel really awkward.
So let's look at some natural go-to phrases for office small talk. Smith, you're my colleague. Let's do a quick role play.
Morning, Aina. Busy week so far?
Oh, tell me about it. I've been back-to-back in meetings since Monday. How about you?
Sim here. By the way, did you catch the game last night?
I missed it, unfortunately. I was still catching up on emails. Anyway, we should get going. The 10 o'clock is starting soon.
Yeah, let's head in. Catch you later.
Notice the phrases we used. Busy week so far? Tell me about it. I've been back-to-back in meetings. Catch you later. These sound completely natural and friendly without being too casual or too formal. Key tip here, don't overthink small talk. The goal isn't a deep conversation, it's just a warm, friendly exchange. Keep it light, show interest, and always leave with a graceful exit line like, "We should get going," or "Catch you later." Okay, now let's move into one of the most important and most stressful parts of office life, meetings, and specifically how to speak up, share ideas, and disagree respectfully in English. Because a lot of people understand everything in the meeting but stay silent the entire time. Not because they don't have ideas, but because they're not sure how to jump in or how to phrase things professionally. So here are some essential meeting phrases. For sharing your opinion, try, "From my perspective, I'd like to add that," or "If I could just jump in here." These are polite ways to enter the conversation. For asking for clarification, really important in meetings, say, "Could you elaborate on that?" Just to make sure I understand. Or, "Would you mind repeating that?" These show you're engaged, not confused. And for respectful disagreement, because let's be honest, not everyone always agrees. You can say, "I see your point, but I'd suggest." That's a valid perspective, however. Or, "I'm not sure I fully agree. Here's my thinking." Let's do a quick meeting role play. Smith, you're the project manager. I'm a team member with a concern.
So the plan is to launch the new campaign by end of this month. Any thoughts?
If I could just jump in. I see your point about the timeline, but I'm a little concerned we might be rushing the quality review. Would it be possible to push it by just 1 week?
That's a fair point, Aina. Could you elaborate on what specific part of the review you're worried about?
Sure, mainly the user testing phase. I'd feel more confident if we had at least 3 full days for that.
Noted. Let's revisit the timeline and see if we can accommodate that.
Great input, everyone. Did you catch all those phrases? If I could just jump in. I'm a little concerned. Would it be possible? Could you elaborate? Let's revisit. These are the building blocks of confident, professional meeting English. Now, let's talk about emails. Even in the age of messaging apps, email is still the backbone of workplace communication. And writing a professional email in English can feel tricky. Too formal, and you sound stiff. Too casual, and you seem unprofessional. So here are some go-to phrases for different types of emails. For opening an email, "I hope this email finds you well." "I'm reaching out regarding." Or, following up on our conversation. For making requests, "Could you please?" I'd appreciate it if you could. Or would it be possible to? These are polite but direct. For giving updates. Just wanted to keep you in the loop. As a quick update. Or I wanted to let you know that. And for closing an email. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions. Looking forward to hearing from you. Or thanks in advance for your time. One golden rule. Always match the tone of your reader. If your manager writes casual, short emails, don't send back a 5-paragraph formal letter. Mirror their style, and you'll always come across as easy to work with.
All right, presentations. This is where a lot of professionals really feel the pressure. You're standing in front of people, everyone is watching, and you have to speak clearly and confidently in English. First things first, structure your presentation clearly. The classic 3-part structure works every time. Opening, body, and close. For the opening, today I'd like to talk to you about. By the end of this presentation, you'll know. Or let me start with a quick question. That last one is great for engaging your audience right away. For transitions between points. Moving on to. Now, let's take a look at. This brings me to my next point. Or, as you can see from this slide, transitions keep your audience with you. And for your close. To summarize the key takeaways, I'd like to leave you with one final thought. Thank you for your time. I'm happy to take any questions. And here's a confidence tip. It's okay to pause. In fact, pausing makes you look more confident, not less. A brief silence says, I'm in control of this. It gives your audience time to absorb what you just said. Also, don't apologize for your English. Don't say, sorry, my English isn't perfect. Just speak. Your audience respects effort and clarity, not perfection. Now, let's talk about a trickier part of office life. Difficult conversations. Giving feedback, receiving criticism, addressing a misunderstanding, or having to say no. These situations are hard even for native English speakers, but having the right phrases ready makes a huge difference. For giving constructive feedback, I think there's room to improve. One thing I'd suggest is, this is good, and I think it could be even stronger if, for receiving criticism, thank you for the feedback, I'll work on that. I appreciate you bringing that to my attention. Or, could you give me a specific example so I can understand better? For saying no professionally, I appreciate you thinking of me, but I'm at full capacity right now. That's not something I'm able to commit to at the moment, but... Or, could we find another time that works better for both of us? The key in all of these situations is to stay calm, stay respectful, and use softening language. Phrases like, I'd suggest, I think, it might be worth, I appreciate. These reduce tension and keep the conversation professional. All right, let's wrap up with a quick recap of everything we covered today. 1. Small talk. Keep it light, warm, and always have a graceful exit line. 2. Meetings. Use jump-in phrases. Ask for clarification. Disagree respectfully. 3. Emails. Match your reader's tone. Be polite, clear, and direct. 4. Presentations. Structure clearly. Use transitions. And pause with confidence. 5. Difficult conversations. Stay calm, use softening language, and stay professional.
And that's a wrap on today's episode. We really hope these phrases and strategies help you feel more confident the next time you're in a meeting room, writing an email, or giving a presentation in English.
Remember, confidence in English at the workplace doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from being prepared. And today, you just got more prepared.
We'd love to hear from you. Which situation do you find the most challenging at work? Meetings, emails, presentations? Let us know in the comments. If this episode was useful, please share it with a colleague or friend who's also working in English. And don't forget to subscribe. We release new episodes every week right here on Speak English with Confidence. Until next time, speak boldly, stay professional, and keep growing. Bye for now.